The Mayor of the Douglas Shire Council is Michael Kerr. He joins us live now. Michael Kerr, thanks so much for your time. It's a place, it's a part of Australia that many of our viewers would know well, a beautiful part of Australia, of Far North Queensland and the Douglas Shire. What's the latest on the ground? What can you tell us, and how is the community holding up?
Yeah, it's been a really hard night last night, especially through Mossman, Wonga and all north of Douglas Shire, especially Port Douglas, thank goodness, has been saved so far. We haven't had that much disruption, certainly no flooding to the degree of what Mossman and Wonga have had. The Daintree River, of course, has broken its banks and it's at a record level, over 15 metres, which has caused it to inundate houses within the whole Wonga area. And that's been a big evacuation early this morning, late night, and getting those people into evacuation shelters. And Mossman as well, of course, was inundated with flooding the whole way down Front Street right through to the council chambers and the evacuation chamber, which also had to be sandbagged. So our biggest problems, though, we've got lots of communities out there that are locked away. We can't get to them. The amount of damage on the road, the amount of flooding that's happening out there, we're just unable to assist these people. Most of them have had no power since Jasper hit. None of them have had water supply for the last 24 hours. There's been no telecommunications out there as well. So it's really at a breaking point for those residents. And, I feel extremely sorry for them that, we just can't get there to be able to offer the help that we need. And of course, that is the reason why we put the SOS out to the federal government for military support to try and get food supplies and assistance with men on the ground and people on the ground, I should say, to assist with this issue.
And we've got the Minister for Emergency Management, Murray Watt, coming on in a moment. Have you been satisfied with the response? Has it been quick enough? And has it been sufficient with that request for ADF help that you have issued, that SOS as you call it?
In hindsight, everyone would love everything to happen as quickly as we possibly can. There are procedures that go through. We're following those procedures. The sooner we can get people on the ground here, the better. And that's what's really important. I would have loved to have had them here yesterday so that they could be here to assist with these evacuations that we've been doing, which have had to be done by people in their own boats because we haven't had the resources to do it. But the case is they're not. As soon as we can get them here, we will absolutely use them to the best advantage we can, and we certainly need them because at the moment, the teams that I've got on the ground are the same teams that started last Tuesday for Jasper.
And those communities that, as you point out, remain cut off in the wake of these torrential rains do need food, they need that support. So we'll get an update from Murray Watt in a moment. Just to go to the industry that is the backbone of the Douglas Shire and Far North Queensland in tourism, they copped it so badly during the COVID period. They're just getting back on their feet. And then now this would be a bitter pill to swallow for many of those operators up there.
It really is. We were one of the hardest hit regions in the country over COVID. We were decimated for quite a few years with our tourism. It's only just starting to come back to us. We're all looking forward to having a wonderful Christmas period with lots of tourists coming in here. A lot of the locals were looking forward to heading back down south to Melbourne and Sydney to visit friends and family for Christmas. None of that's going to happen. We're going to be hosing out muddy houses and unfortunately being stuck in places we can't get through because there's roads like the Captain Cook Highway between Cairns and Douglas. There's boulders the size of houses on that road. There are landslips that are humongous. Across the river last night in Cape Tribulation, they had 650 mils worth of rain. They've got landslips there that are 100 metres long. So there's going to be a lot of work need to be done over the next couple of months. But you know what? We are such a resilient group up here. We will have our tourism back up as quickly as possible. And we want these tourists to keep coming and supporting these local businesses.
Yeah, it's a good message. We'll continue that one over the next few months as well. We appreciate your time, Mayor of the Douglas Shire, Mike Kerr. Will stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you.